On this episode of Street Rat Garage, we are in Columbus, Ohio, to look at some of the vehicles being sold by the Ohio State Police. Let's have a look. I should probably say that it's not just the police vehicles that are being sold. It's all the state-owned vehicles that are being sold. There's some Dodge Rams over there. There's some minivans, full-size vans, work trucks, all that sort of stuff. All the good stuff here. And man, it is well organized here. These numbers right here on the windshield, C21, well, C means it's in the third row. A, B, C, D, I guess E, etc., etc., etc. So well organized. And then 21, 19, 20, 21. So very well organized out here. I really like this. You won't see this a whole lot at especially state sales. But yeah, nice. Now the reason we're out here is I picked up one from the sill, and while I was out here, I figured why not look at some more. It's easy, and they even gave me the keys to a few of them that we're gonna look at. We're not gonna start up all of them, but we're gonna look through a few of these. Now they still have some Crown Vics sitting out here. This one says, what does this say on it? It says National Resource Officer. So I'm guessing that's sort of like a DNR in Indiana, Department of Natural Resources. It says law enforcement on the back. And usually these smaller departments, well, they don't have the funding the big guys do, so their cars are they have to hang on to them a little bit longer. And yeah, but hey, we still have Crown Vics that are just coming off the auto service. Now this one is marked B4 because it's in the the second row, and it's the fourth car down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy to find. So we'll match up our key here, and the keys have the little number on it, B4. So there's our key right there. All right, let's have a look inside of this guy here. Ooh, it's hot. What year is this one? This is a 2006 Crown Vic, and let's see if she starts up after sitting here. I don't know how long this has been sitting. I don't think it's been sitting too long. Ooh, starts right up to 172,000 miles on it, which, you know, it's not bad for a Crown Vic. We'll turn the AC on while it runs and see if that works. And let's pop the hood and have a look underneath of it. But oh, sometimes they don't pop those panels back on very good. Still has the old map light up there. Still has some console in it. I imagine it had, well, there's a laptop stand, and there's probably a center console that goes here that they probably kept for another car. Took all the wiring out of the back. Okay, on these police cars, if they haven't popped the back seats out already and looked underneath of there, that's something you're going to want to do, because you get prisoners in the back of these things, and sometimes they're not searched well, and the people are taking stuff out of their back pockets and shoving them behind the seats, and you don't want to be rolling around with some drugs or guns in the back seat of your ex-police car, especially when you get pulled over by the actual police. All right, let's have a quick look underneath the hood, and well, it's dirty, and it's got you know, a lot of brush under it, which you would expect to see from a DNR type of car. The battery was put in a 1 to 23, so they've been keeping up on the maintenance of it there. So that's a good thing. It sounds great. It sounds really, really nice. So it's been well maintained. Everything's a little bit crusty underneath, but it's still nice. It's got decent tires on it. They're about, I don't know, 75%, I would say. Yeah, all the tires are in real good shape. I mean, they didn't do a real good job of taking off the decals, but I'm gonna say these decals have been on there, well, Well, they've been on there, we know since what did I say this was in 06? They've been on there since 06, so probably pretty hard to get off there. But the only real problem is this rust right here. This is a Midwest car, and yeah, it's got a lot of rocker panel rust on it, but not that big a deal. But that's why you want to come out here and look at these cars. It doesn't show up very well in the pictures online. Oh look, a Crown Vic with a trailer hitch. Well, that's different. I've seen a couple of them, but not very many. But yeah, that's kind of cool. It has a trailer hitch on the back of it. You could like do drag week or something with one of these. But yeah, good looking car. All right, back inside. The AC, it kind of works. It's not great. Probably get better going down the street, but at least we know that we can recharge it and it should work okay. 172,000 miles. It's okay. Okay, let's see what else do we have. So we got this one that says A18, so that means it's actually that way. Over there, that's the first row, and it's 18th, yeah, 18th car. Let's go look at it. And here it is right here. Man, this one's in a lot rougher shape. Wow, where have they been keeping this? It is filthy. I would say this might have been a pool car, because it was not taken care of. It's been bumped. It's got the rust. This side's better, but it hasn't been cleaned in such a long time. It is absolutely filthy. The good thing is it would clean up. I just wish the other side looked as good as this side. But I mean, a fender, does it have rocker rust on it too? No, it doesn't have any rust. It doesn't have any rust. It doesn't have any rockers, so yeah, those are gone. Lots of rocker rust. Let's open this guy up and see what it's like on the inside. Did I get the right key? Oh, that's B4. Hold on. Okay, this one has a bunch of key fobs and a remote for it, so that's a plus the other one didn't have. Okay, let's jump in here and see if she starts right up. 180,000 miles. It chattered just a little bit on startup, but I imagine this one hasn't been run very much. That still works. Yeah, oh look, has a dual pattern, clear and red for undercover work. Nice. It doesn't have the laptop stand anymore. Not bad. Let's look underneath the hood of this one. Yeah, just as good as the other one. Actually, underneath the hood looks a little bit cleaner. Not much, but just a little bit cleaner. Huh, it's not bad. It's had a newer marker light put on it. Looks like it got bumped here and probably broke out this marker light at some point. Yeah, this one's a little more faded. Not much though. This one doesn't have as good of tires on it though. So points off for not having great tires. But yeah, it seems to run pretty good. It's nice. Not nice, but it's not bad. We're forgetting to check the transmission and brakes. So brakes are solid. Goes in a reverse, goes in a drive. So at least we know that much about it. We didn't check the AC on this one either. No fan. We don't have AC on this one, so that's another deduction. If this goes under $1,000, it should be good. I would say this is like a $800 car, maybe. They also try to list as many things as possible that's wrong with it. Cracked windshield, torn driver's seat, and rust. Yeah, so that's a majority of it. I mean, if it had a bad transmission and stuff, they normally list that on the cars, like this one over here. Dent and right, front door, chip in windshield. You know, they list a little stuff, which is nice. I'm trying to look at some stuff that's going, I mean, soon, but I mean, they got so much stuff out here. It's ridiculous. I don't know when these cars are going through, but I mean, they got an Exploder here that looks like it's in pretty good shape. Even comes with a crash bar and everything on it. That's cool. I don't think they're using these cars anymore. It's probably why they're letting go of the equipment that's on it, but that's a nice looking car. I mean, this is on govdeals.com. So if you want to bid on these cars, just go to govdeals.com and yeah, you can bid on them. Open to the public. More Explorers and Chargers, and for some reason a Hyundai. Let's look at our other Crown Vic is over here. So this one's A14, and it apparently came from the same place that the other one did, because it's also Natural Resources. So the black one over there is Natural Resources. The white one probably is too, and this one is Natural Resources. Does not get any love from the state apparently, because their cars are not looking good. And I'm gonna imagine these are not take-home cars, because this one hasn't been washed in forever as well. So I don't know. If you're in Ohio and you know if these are take-home cars, let me know. If this is a take-home car, it's been treated badly. But I imagine if they do have take-home cars, that this is probably a pull car then that has just sat around and they're finally getting rid of, because man, this thing just looks bad. But yeah, let's give this one a try. All right, let's see. This one has a remote with it too. Okay, let's see if it starts up. It's clicking like the alarm's going off, but the horn's not blowing. So let's see if this shuts it off real quick. There it goes. Again, it was a little chattery on startup, so I imagine that it's been sitting for a while. And let's see, 156,000 miles on this one, which is not bad. Now this tire light, it's got low tire pressure, and that clicking sound's still there. Is it? No, it stopped now, but that's now I'll start it again. I don't know if it's because of that. I wouldn't think so. Anyway, the AC is running and it's already cool, so good AC on this one. So if I had to pick in between the two, I would probably pick this one. It has glass here. Wonder if that glass? No, that glass is all intact. Wonder why. What happened there? There's glass on the floor too, like somebody broke it out, so maybe they replaced that and then decided to sell it. But no center console on that one. They pulled up the back seat already, so we know hopefully we don't have anything hiding back there. And got a bunch of maps and books in there. So not bad. We'll check the hood underneath the hood on this one too. And again, runs great. 1123 on the battery, so it has a fresh battery in it. Well, I mean, maintenance wise, it seems they take really good care of these cars. And it has a newer condenser in it, newer condenser lines. So I imagine the evaporator's probably been replaced and everything on this one. So that's a plus. I definitely would buy this one over that guy there. There's another one that's in here. I didn't see it on the list, but A15 right beside it, same place. Apparently they're getting rid of their Crown Vics. We're gonna run out of these cars pretty soon at the departments. So you guys need to get in here and get these while you can. I mean, this black one over here, it's in pretty decent shape. We don't have any keys for it, but it looks pretty good. So I'll double check. See, these had light bars on them. I'll double check and see if this one's going through, but I did not see it. But it's A15. What does it say? 4.6 auto, police package, 177,000, engine lights on, runs rough, loss of power at times, potential engine issues. So might be some issues with this one. So, or it could just be a coil pack going bad. We don't know. This one would be one I'd want to start up before I bought it. But this one right here, whoops, it's in pretty good shape. Minus, you know, the rusties and the fact that it doesn't have a rocker panel on it anymore. But at least you'll stay nice and cool. This is super cool. And I had just started it up and it was blowing cold almost immediately. This is worth the money right here. I would give $1,000 just because the AC works. Now we're going to walk down here and see our last Crown Vic, which is A4. So it's at the beginning of this lane. Super easy to find. All right, this one is A4, and let's see what it body's in pretty good shape on this one. This one's A4. It's a 2006, 166 ABS and brake. Engine lights are on. So ABS, brake light, engine lights on. Dent, rust, scratches. So I bet it runs really good though. This one looks more like it might have been a take-home car because the black, the rims are still in pretty decent shape. They're not all rusty, or at least not much. And it looks like it's been cleaned a little bit. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So let's see if this is a runner. This one's making the clicky sound too. It must be the alarm going off. Maybe the key fob battery seems to be dead. So anyway, not that big a deal because apparently it'll start. Apparently, if I got the right one, right key. Nope, this is A14. I'm at A4. Let me grab the other key. Okay, A4. Let's see if this shuts her off. No, that didn't do it. Oh, wait a minute, it stopped. Okay, we're good. So there she goes. And yeah, didn't even rattle on startup on this one. Man, this one's dirty on the inside though. But they usually don't have these open because the laptop should be right here and you can't get to this. So maybe somebody opened that later, but that's why it's so dirty. And it's dirty under here because of, you know, that's where the laptop sits. The stand sits right in here. But the floors are dirty though. So there's that. But definitely sounds good. 166,000 miles on it. Let's look at the body. So this one apparently still has its rocker panels on it. Now, we can't see underneath this plastic. A lot of times there's stuff that rests out underneath here, but it hasn't traveled all the way up here, so it must be pretty good. Yeah, this one's pretty good. You can see where he put a lot of gas in it and something rubbed right there. Man, it's scratchy here. This is obviously where he does all his paperwork, right on the back of here. Usually they have big metal clipboards. They do paperwork and they get the back scratched up. So, but yeah, still, this is in pretty good shape. Decent tires on it. We got a little rust coming through here. Not too bad though. But overall, pretty decent. Okay, well, we've had some work done on this one. The intake has been replaced. These intakes go bad, or the gaskets go bad or something, but it looks like they replaced that entire intake. Replaced the alternator. Yeah, probably some vacuum lines and stuff, but it's been taken care of. This one runs really, really good as well, as you know, most Crown Vics do. I don't see a date on the battery. This might be an older one, but yeah, well taken care of. Maybe some injectors as well. I would not be afraid to spend about $1,500 on this one, and you're going to get your money back and probably make a profit. I'd say this has a potential to sell for $2,500 and maybe even more in some states. So if these sell high in your states, put it down in the comments. If they don't sell good in your states, put that down too and where you're from. So everybody knows, you know, good places to buy them and good places to sell them. Now, like I stated before, there are more than just police cars. They have like these little vans and trucks and all that other good stuff. So they have this Ford Transit right here. And this appears to be a 2015 model 2.5 auto, 111,000 miles, dent in the door and some scratches. And well, besides that, it's in good shape. It's weird that they're selling off these nice vehicles here, but they let the the natural resources guys drive around in those old Crown Vics. But this van is worth way more than those Crown Vics. I mean, you'd think if somebody was smart, they would just take these, I mean, given to the DNR, the natural resource guys, let them put some light bars on it. What's wrong with this? They could use this as a police vehicle, you know, all day long. And it's a van, but it's in better shape than their cars. So, but who knows? Maybe they have brand new cars now. I'm just saying. Okay, gonna walk back over to the other side of the lot where there's a 2010 Avenger, I think it was. Let's look at that. This one is in pretty good shape, and well, it only has 62,000 miles on it, and it's a 2010. Where are they setting this and they're not using it? Now, that, I'm not a fan of Dodge Avengers, but this is in good shape. Good tires on it, low miles. Wow, wonder what they use this for. There's no markings on it, so it's good on the inside. Not bad at all. So I asked one of the guys out here what he thought it might have been used for. He wasn't sure really, but you can check inside to see. But maybe the lottery, state commission thing. But man, that's not a lot of miles for that year. Now here is another one. Not bad either. It's 104,000 miles, so it's got a lot more miles. It's a 16. It's newer, but it's what's this? Is this a Focus or a Fusion? I can't keep my Ford straight. It is a Focus, so Fusion's a little bit bigger. That's right. So, well, it's got a little bit of a dent in it, so that's not bad though. Not bad at all. It's all locked up, but it's clean on the inside, and I'm sure it runs good. If it didn't, they would list it right here. Dent in left side doors, auto, 4-cylinder, 2.0. So I'm sure this one runs just fine, and with the dent in it, you're probably going to get a pretty good discount from the buyers. I mean, they have all these other cars to choose from, but if you're in the market for a good cheapy one, we'll have to see how much this goes for. Now we are at car B20, and it is a 14 Dodge Charger, 5.7 auto, 155,000 miles on it. So this should be a two-wheel drive because it's got the more deep dish tires on it. The all-wheel drives are more flat, well, like that one right there. So plus I don't know, did they have these this year a 14, or did they start all-wheel drives in 15? I don't know. Comment below. So the 14 and older, did they have all-wheel drives? That's a 20 right there. So that one's all-wheel drive though. So anyway, that's how you know, at least on the 15s and up. But this one is a 14. It looks to be in pretty good shape. It just says tire pressure monitor system, TPMS. Light is on, so got a bad sensor in one of the tires. Had the light bar on it. Not bad shape. You just have to be careful on these cars because you got to check the idle hours. We'll have to look if the idle hours are close to half of what the total hours are on the car. You probably don't want it, or you want to pay a lot less for it. So this is pretty good looking car though, if it goes cheap. Now here is one of my favorites, the Chevy Tahoe. Rolling the 5.3 liter automatic two-wheel drive. I like the two-wheel drive Tahoes myself. 200,000 miles. Oh, it overheats. If you can get it cheap enough. Head gaskets are not that hard to change on these vehicles. Might not even be a head gasket. These can get pretty hot before they blow. So it's a little beat up. Looks like they pit maneuvered and didn't have enough bar to do it. That one's actually kind of rusty underneath there, so not a very good push bar anyway. But this would be a nice truck to fix up and, you know, drop a 6.0 in and maybe some turbos. These are pretty awesome. They don't weigh that much. I mean, they're heavy, but not, I don't know how much they weigh, but they're not awful. It's been sitting here for a while. It has a flat tire and all that fun stuff, but it's not bad on the inside. We are going to have to keep an eye on that one and see what it goes for. But yeah, there's just so much out here, and they have cars on auction all the time. They go through, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 at a time, and then the next day there'll be some more. The next week there'll be even more. It's always here in Columbus, Ohio. They always have stuff up for sale, and they have so much to liquidate. This is way more than Indiana, at least at the one central location. It looks like maybe they just take all their cars and bring them to one location. Maybe Indiana doesn't do that. Maybe they offer them other places too. I'll have to look into that, but there's a good, I don't know, close to 100 cars here, and they're all going to be sold. I mean, you got a big Ford F-350 or whatever that thing is, more vans, more police cars, big old cargo vans, dirty police cars, more minivans, Ford Ranger over there. Just look at all of it. It just goes on and on and on. But wow, a lot of cars. But this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I bought, and it was cheap. This is my 2014 Dodge Charger, and it had a 5.7 auto, 125,000 miles. It says engine needs replaced, engine noise. So yeah, it has the what sounds like the cam going out of it, which this one has high idle hours. It has just a little bit more than half of the total, so you know that the cam is wiped out. The lifters are wiped out the cam, but the body is in good shape. It's actually really nice. The best part is I only paid $1,500 for the car, and it still runs. You hear it? You hear it rattling? It still runs, but yeah, it's making the noise. See the idle hours? It said 5,400 idle hours. That is a lot of idle hours. Way too much. So, but the rest of the car is pretty nice. So we've already popped up the back seat, but we are going to get this guy strapped down on a trailer and get it back to Street Rat Garage Worldwide headquarters, and then we will go inside and see what some of these vehicles are selling for. Columbus, Ohio, govdeals.com. All right, we are back inside and ready to see what these cars are going to go for. So with govdeals.com, it's a short auction depending on what you have lined up. We have vehicles lined up only from one buyer. Now the way this works, this is the state of Ohio. We're going to go to the state of Ohio, and we went through and we looked at all of the stuff that they have for sale, and we picked the cars that I picked the cars that we're going to end today. So they don't, all those cars that we looked do not go through at the same time. Some of those cars will go through tomorrow, some of them will go through next week, some of them will go through next month. It's hard to tell until they list those cars when they are going to go through the market, when they're going to be placed up for bid on govdeals.com. So what you have to do is you have to go there, you have to go to the website, look and see when they're going to go up for bid, pick all the ones you want, and well, they all close at the same time. The group that we looked at like 5 or 6 of them, maybe 7, but all of those will close at the exact same time. Let me show you right here what I'm talking about. So this right here is govdeals.com. This is all the cars that we kind of looked at. Not all of them. I don't think we looked at this cargo van right here, but we looked at this Avenger, this Tahoe, this Charger, the Focus, the Ram, whatever that one is, and where'd those police cars go? This is from Indianapolis. That's well, maybe I forgot to save them, but I have them paged. The rest of the Crown Vics I have paged up here. But anyway, if you look at these times, these are set to expire in 10 minutes, 20 whatever seconds. All of them expire exactly the same time. So that's the unfortunate part. They're all going to expire, and if we want to bid on multiples, we have to open up a bunch of windows. We got the van, there's the black Crown Vic, there's the white Crown Vic, another black Crown Vic. These are the Crown Vics that are selling. Not all four of those we looked at are selling, but these are the three that's going to sell in 10 minutes here. So yeah, the Focus, whatever that one was, the Avenger with the low miles on it that had what, 60 some odd thousand miles on it, 62,000 miles on it. That's crazy. It has a bid of $4,000 right now. Where can you get, I mean, it's going to go up, but where can you get the car with only, that many miles on it for that kind of money? Okay, and the Tahoe and the Charger, that 14 Charger, other 14 Charger. So yeah, there you go. Now, as we wait, let me show you the sheet I got when I bought my Charger and exactly how much I paid for it. So right here is my 2014 Dodge Charger. This is one we went down and picked up while we were there. Right down here, it's a 2014 Dodge Charger rear wheel drive, 5.7 in it, and I won the bid at $1,481. Now, in Ohio, and they'll be different, Ohio charges a 10% buyer's fee, buyer's premium they call it. So that came out to $148 because that's 10% and 10 cents. So that brought my total up to $1,629.10. So that's everything that I gave for that car. And then you can just see the description here, 14 Charger, the VIN number has 125,000 miles on it, which is not bad for a Charger. The problem lies in the fact that it has like 5,000 idle hours on it. So that's the problem with this one. So now we're going to check back in and see where we are sitting on our vehicle bids and how much they're going for currently. All right, so what you have to do on this is you have to open up a multiple pages. So let's look right here, and you can see the pages that I opened up on these. We already went through them, but I have the one main page opened up right here so I can see the vehicles that I am watching. Let me just make sure this is nice and refreshed. Make sure, now my Crown Vics have popped up there. Now it's running down the clock here at 5 minutes and 45 seconds. So we can just look through here and pick, what we want to bid on. Now we would not be able to sit there and bid and watch them all individually if we wanted to bid on all three of these Crown Vics at the same time. Unfortunately, we would kind of have to pick one that we want to watch and then put our top bids in on the other two or what have you. But our one black Crown Vic is right now, it's at $1,200. Another one at $1,300. Our white one's at $1,000. The white one is a rusty one. So, but we have the pages opened up here. So our black Crown Vic, we can see, is at $1,204. There's our white one again at 11, and our black one at 13. Did that just go up? It sure did. Didn't I say 10 something before? Now it's 11. So people are starting to bid in on these. Now sometimes what will happen, and it doesn't always, and I've noticed it's been different, sometimes these just run out, and whoever's the last bidder bids, that's like a hard close. But a soft close is when you bid on it and it extends the time on the clock. So if you got down to like 10 seconds and you bid on this, it would put like another minute or two on the clock. That's a soft bid. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of weird. It used to happen all the time, but now I've been noticing a lot of hard bids and they just close. So last person standing, you can sniper bid on this. If it's a hard close, you just sit there and put in like, say, $1,500 and then just wait till the very last second and bam, hit bid now on it. And if that other person didn't put their top bid in on it, then you would get it for, whatever that last highest bid. If you only bid 1,400 on it and you put 1,500 on it, you would get it for I think it's $25 increments on this. You get it for, you know, $14.25, and then there's no more time and you can't bid anymore. So that's how you sniper bid. But let's look at our Ford Focus here. It's what'd that have, like 100,000 something miles on it? It's at $4,000. That's the one with a dent in the door, I believe. Yeah, it's got the little dent in the door. That's still not bad for 100,000 miles on a 16. The Avenger, 62,000 miles, $4,000 is up to right now still. It's starting to get up there a little bit, even though the miles are super good on that. I don't know how much I'd want to bid more on that one. The Tahoe, it's up to 2,000. When I first opened this up, it was at 1,400, and now it's at $2,000. And the other 14 Dodge Charger, like the one I bought, is at $4,000. We don't know what's wrong with this. I don't think it's set. Yeah, this is the information that was on the windshield right here, except for the idle hours. Now, the good thing about this one, it has 2,500 idle miles. It has 6,000 total miles. So this is way less than half. So, you know, it's like only a quarter of the idle miles, or a third, however math works. So this should be good. Let's see what it says. 14 idle hours, just a tire pressure monitor. At the time a listing vehicle started to run, vehicle defects, common defects are on the windshield. So this is, and the rest of this is just what all the others say. This is just cut and paste, nothing new. So you don't have a whole lot of information. If it had a tick, they would normally list that it had a tick. So, but we're down to a minute. Now the good thing about this is they usually, yeah, here's a video, and if you look at this video, you can hear, you know, the engine. It's a little, I can hear lifters in it, but you know, a lot of those Dodges, they just sort of sound that way, sort of like the old 2.5s and the Chevys. They just chatter just a little bit. So that engine actually sounded pretty good in that one. We're down to 50 seconds, and it doesn't look like they're going to soft bid these out. Let's see if they're all sitting at the same still. Yep, they're all sitting at the same. So we're just going to sit here at our window and watch these close real quick and see what they go for. So 2,000, 3,000 on the Charger, 3,800 on the Charger. There's a cargo van. We didn't look at this one, right? But it's 4,500. The Focus and the ProMaster van, we looked at that one. That's $7,300. That's going. So yeah, they're getting ready to close. So let's see if anybody like sniper bids on these Crown Vics. 13, 13, 12. Yeah, that looks like they just ended. Let's see what they end for. It looks like they had a soft bid on the ProMaster van. It's at 7,500. The one Crown Vic, the black one, closed at 1,204. The white one at 1125, not bad. The other black one, 1,300. Maybe they did soft close that and just nobody bid any higher on these. Yeah, they're actually soft closing because this Ford Focus is still going. So yeah, so whoever put this bid in on it, nobody wanted to bid any more on it, and it just went to the end. But people are bidding on these right here. So $4,000 left on the Ford Focus, and the Dodge Avenger is at $4,400 and with a minute on it. See, now the times are a little bit different. And this one closed, the Tahoe closed at $2,000 there. So you got to be careful. Sometimes I'm a little leery of soft closes or hard closes. And the 14 Dodge Charger ended up 3.9. So this is not bad deal, I don't think, for 14 with a V8 and still a pretty good engine and not a whole lot of idle hours on it. So not a bad deal on that one. Let's get back to our where's our Ford Focus. Ford Focus, still 3 minutes on that one. So that closed, that closed, that closed. The Trademaster van, 3 minutes on it. So let's see what these guys close at. All right, we are down to it again. 20 seconds on the Ford Focus and 17 on the van. So they are pretty much synchronized again. So 10 seconds, 9. Let's see if somebody bids at again, 44 and 76. So 44, 76, 44. Oh, somebody bid on that one, 76. But that one closed. So that one closes at 7,600 on the 2019 Pro Master. Somebody bid at the very last second, hoping they were going to sniper bid, but soft close. It added 3 more minutes, and somebody bid again, and it jumped all the way up to 5 more minutes. So there's 2 people battling it out on this Ford Focus, and they're gonna jump back and forth there for a while. $4,700. Let's come back and see what it sells for, hopefully. All right, we are back down to 23 seconds. $4,700. Let's see if somebody tries a sniper bid again, or if they just let it go at $4,700 after sitting here watching it for 5 minutes. So here we go. 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, and so on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. And yep, they let it go. $4,700 on the old Ford Focus with it was fairly low miles, 104,000 miles. Runs and drives. Dent in the driver's door. Is that the one with the dent? I thought the other one was the dent. I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, that's our dent in the driver's door one with the Ford. The other one didn't have a dent. That's right. Okay, so runs and drives, dent in the door, keys, clear title, all that other good stuff. So yeah, if you wanted to know about the titles, yeah, you get a title with it. Ohio title, they sign it over to you, and then you're good to go. Go plate it. All right. So if you are over there in Ohio and you want a good vehicle, unless it's a Dodge Charger that has way too many idle hours on it, go check out govdeals.com and the Ohio State auction, vehicle liquidation auction there on govdeals.com. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.